Hey, what's going on, you guys? DKJ here. Hope you guys have been doing fantastic. Today we're going to be playing some more INZOI. I am still playing with the same family. We ended up actually getting another business, but before we go into anything, the team actually sent us some patch notes and they actually posted it in the Discord channel. I'm going to link the Discord down in the description, and then I'm going to show you some of the patch notes here on screen as well. So it's a lot of things just related to what's going to be in this patch. We have some changes to cheats as well. So it's kind of hard for me to relay a lot of this because it takes a lot of time to get to a lot of this stuff inside the game. So I'm only going to show you guys just a few more things from the update before it comes out for you. So definitely look down in the description below so you guys can go ahead and take a look at all this information for yourself in case you want to know what's going on with INZOI. And a lot of it actually is really good. I think it's going to make the game a lot more better for just you and me. So there is some known bugs as well to new feature that is added, but in the patch notes, INZOI has already said that they're actively working on improving the multitasking. So as you can see here, so multitasking Zois can now perform certain actions simultaneously. These include the following. So you can talk while eating, you can talk while using computers, you can talk while reading books, eat while watching TV. So right now they don't like autonomously do it. You have to initiate it yourself with another Zoi as of right now. And then as you can see here, they're wanting to improve this to where they autonomously do it and it feels more natural for the Zoi. So just keep that in mind when this update comes out. You won't be seeing it as much, but definitely look forward to it down in the future. And then, of course, we have new skills like the baking, the drink mixing, crime. We do have some new properties as well that I didn't go over in the last episode, but the flower shop was actually new, so I'm glad that I did spot that. And we actually have a theater as well. So keep in mind that the theater it's still under construction. And I think it's cool that they actually are already. I think it's cool that they added it into the game and you could still go there and visit. And when I was actually playing and I went to the theater, Zois were actually around and they were eating and talking and interacting with each other. So that was pretty cool. The only thing I didn't really see them do was go to the theater and watch a movie or anything like that. But it does say that they plan to keep updating this as it's under construction and to improve that the staff turn on and off the screen at different times so you can enter in and watch shows and whatnot. And then I did try this feature out myself, and I'll show you guys where you can set up the table for your end feast for you and your Zois. So it's really nice. It kind of reminds me of like a Thanksgiving feast, but like Christmas. So I like that. And then they added some new jet skis and hovercrafts. So I haven't seen this yet, and maybe that's because I'm not in Shahaya, but because I'm in Bliss Bay, I'm gonna see if I can probably try to find these, or maybe we could try to purchase them. I wonder if you can buy these, or I wonder if they're just new for like a ration. And so there's a lot in the game that we could literally make a video for each one, but it's just so much. And I'll actually, let's open up this link. So let's translate this to English. I'm just going to reject all. But when you go to the cheats, let's see, there we go. So here in the cheats, this is going to be the whole cheat list. And I'll actually link this down in the description as well so you guys know. I'm not 100% sure what has been changed, but there was a lot of things that were added. So you guys can take a look here. So if there's any cheats that you want to take advantage of or check out, they're all here. A lot of this stuff is even new for me because I don't ever remember them sending me a whole list like this. But it is a lot. So keep that in mind. But it is a lot of cool things that you can do. So definitely check this out. And honestly, if I were you, I would just favorite this at this point. But let's go ahead and go back to our game. So the first story we played with in the last episode was Jessica Abbott. So now I'm playing with Olivia Abbott, which is her sister. Actually, I can show you in the family tree. And also, when it comes to the family tree, when you hover over, it doesn't tell you, oh, this is their father. There was some spot where I did see where it said that this was her father. But here it doesn't say it. And when you click on it, it just moves them around. But it doesn't tell you. But it's still cool that you could see your family tree. And I would assume that they would enhance this later down the road. Right here, when you go to relationships, it'll tell you, oh, this is your father, this is your brother, your sister, and whatnot. So when it comes to the business update, before we get into everything else, I do like it. I will tell you that there is a few more bugs than I originally thought. So when it comes to, I'm just going to have her, can I have her continue making this real quick? I stopped her in the process, but when it comes to your businesses, so when I reread the notes, I was confused, but I actually understood something at the same time. So you can have a business for your family, which is all your Zois, right? But each Zoi has to be in charge of one operation or one business at a time. So each Zoi can only take over one at a time, but you still have all those businesses for your family members. So, for instance, right? So I have Jessica Abbott that owns the club that you saw in the last episode, and then Olivia owns this establishment over here, which is a cafe, which I called Group Wonders. I know I really haven't spent too much time decorating, to be honest with you. I really just wanted all the Zois to utilize the second floor on this build, but this was actually one of the buildings that was already here. I added everything else in for our cafe, but this is our cafe establishment over here, and then you can still manage each one. So right now they're both at 3 stars. They've actually been doing very well. And you can see all their business. You can see your business value, how many stars you have, your sell price if you were to sell it, the location of where your business at, who's the operator, which is your Zoi, and then the operating hours. And then just going back to some of the bugs, right? I wouldn't say even some of the language is still off, but by the time this comes out for everyone, I would assume that they would update it. But there's a few things that I noticed really don't work. So when it comes to me adding my operator, or when I have my operator, when I add in their tasks, so you have to click on each one, right? And you can select their activities. When I select her activities, when you don't have an employee, so let's say we got rid of him, right? Even though I had these activities here, she would not work on them. She only works on them when I have another employee active at the establishment, which I think that's a bug because your Zoi should be able to run their business on their own technically if that's what you want to do. And then when it comes to the mixing of drinks, it does work as intended, but the thing when it comes to a bar, and I don't have one, actually, let me show you. Well, actually, our other bar doesn't open till 3, so I'll show you here in a bit. But basically, what it is when you have a bar, you can make drinks, right? But as a bar owner, or I'm sorry, as a club owner, when Zois come in, they start dancing around and doing whatever, but they don't really come up to you for a drink. But what you can do is if you play another Zoi and you go to the business location of another family you have, you can click on the Zoi and you can click order. When you click on order, this button doesn't work. For some reason, it doesn't do anything, and I'll show you right now. So right now, she's probably, oh, look, let me show you. So she's going somewhere, and then it just disappears. So it doesn't work. But when you click on the Zoi, there's sometimes another order button, and it's in Korean. And I don't know what it means, but when you click on that, when you're at least the club, whoever the employee is that you clicked on, they'll go to the bar, and then your Zoi will go up behind them, and then you can select a whole different set of different types of drinks that your Zoi could drink. So I want to say I would assume that they would update this later down the road to where these Zois will come in autonomously and then start ordering their own drinks, and then your employees or whoever you have with you will start making the customers the drinks, which is what I really do want because that'll make it feel more like a club or bar to me instead of just having a juicer and putting them over here in these case stands for customers to buy, because you can do that and then everyone starts walking around with a drink. But the club, to me, I feel like is so busy and you have it. It's kind of hard to keep up with, I'm not going to lie. And then as soon as the establishment closes, everyone leaves. And there's a weird another bug. If you have your establishment open, let's say it opens at 2:30 all the way till 3 in the morning, right at 12, everyone leaves. And then they'll come right back a few minutes later, which is kind of weird. So just so that you guys are aware, I'm letting you guys know now that there is bugs in this update. So when it comes to updates, just be patient. They will fix them. It is going to take some time, but I think it's still cool that we have a lot of these features. And when they fix the bugs, they make the game a lot better. I will say before this update came out, the game was already feeling so polished that it felt so good. And I can't wait till they flush out a lot of these bugs. But let's see if I can go back into business. And so you can only manage what business you own with whatever Zoi owns that business or whoever's the operator. So keep that in mind. But with each star that goes up, you can have more employees. So originally I had 1 that I could hire. Now I can have 2. And I don't know what 4 or 5 stars does yet. I don't know how many more it'll let us be able to add. But I would assume maybe at least 2 more, which would be cool. But also too, let me show y'all this. So when you go to edit the street, right? Whoops. I don't know why I just got like sucked in right there. It's so weird. So when you go into edit the property, oh, it doesn't say edit street nowhere. So I guess at some point they probably updated that, but it did say edit street before. So when you edit the property now, and I totally forgot what I was gonna show you guys. Let me scroll down actually, and I might be able to remember. Oh, right here on the top right. So when you go to edit property, up here on the top right, it says edit public property information. So there is a participant ZOI experimental. So it's so weird. I'm just gonna click on this. So you can select a visiting ZOI for their property and choose their active hours. They'll show up during the time you selected. So I've already done this experimental type thing a few different times, and this ZOI does not show up. Like, it just, for the life of them, they like, let me show you, right? I'm gonna add a ZOI, and they're just gonna do a random one just so it's like easy. You can do kids too, apparently. So let's do Neil. So I'm gonna complete, and so now we have him, and then you can set a goal for him. So you could do a runner, a slacker, a cleaner, a visionary, an employee, police, thief. So I'm just gonna do like an employee. So you can technically add more employees this way, but from what I've noticed, they don't really show up. When you press save and you go back, they'll probably show up right now. Is that him? He's here, right? But like, we're closed and he's here, and then by the time I come back, he'll disappear. Even when we're open, he'll just show up and then he'll just disappear. So that's definitely another bug that'll need to be fixed, and hopefully by the time they release this update for everyone, it is fixed. So then what you can also do here, I just want to show you guys when I get out, you can actually set the door permissions for whoever you want to enter when you're not in hours, or if you only want people or operator or whoever it is that you have working for your establishment to show up during business hours. So there is all that. So I'm sorry, I know it's a lot of information, and I know it may be just a little confusing. Just take your time with the game. It is a big update. It is a lot of information. There's a lot of things that are new in the game, so it is going to feel like a lot. I want to show y'all some of the interactions as well when it comes to you talking with your ZOIs and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this setting the table. So you can set the event table. So I want to set the table for the year around, or what is it, year end gathering. So it sets up this nice table. So again, to me, Christmas type gathering, and then you can click on the plate and you can ask, of course, another ZOI to eat with you. So she's going to work. I can't exit it. She's going to work. So we'll show you that in a little bit. We'll just go to the establishment so that we can, I guess, take a look and see how our business is doing over there, because it's been a minute. But I think since the last video, I've gotten up more stars, so that's cool. And also too, real quick, when you buy stuff from these vendors over here for this Christmas event, I've been seeing that when it comes to gingerbread house, you have to take it to a bakery and build it there. So I think I actually do have some of those items here. The cookie housing crafting kit and the cookie man crafting kit. These you would have to take to a bakery so that you can actually make them there. So I added here to my club. I'm actually going to turn on some music. Gosh, I can't freaking talk this morning. So see, so we start coming in. So I'm turning on some music. So I ended up adding some pool tables in here. I didn't add darts. I added a table to see if I could add some food, but I can't. You might have to add a chair. I moved some of the things around. So these were originally against the wall. I added a big TV screen. I don't know how, but originally ZOIs were not coming up to the DJ table to play, but now they do. So we'll probably see them do it later. And I think it's cool that you can change your business hours to whatever, and you have all like that working. I wonder if there's going to be a ZOI I can actually play in here that shows up. So I can show y'all what it looks like to order a drink. Or I'll just wait for one of our employees to show up, and then I'll order a drink from them. So look, here's both of our employees. So I'm going to click on him. So this is the one I was talking about. So when you click on that, they'll come over here to the bar. And then I have all these drinks that I can order from. And this is pretty much everything you can already craft on your own at the bar. But this will just be an employee just making it for the customer. So you guys can see how this kind of looks like. I think this is really cool. But I can't wait till this is autonomously done on its own. So that'll be cool to look forward to. I'm really excited for that. I really like the drink updates. So there's just so much that was added again that I love. So I'm going to forward this a little bit. So there we go. About to get our drink. So our ZOI got her drink, and now she's going to be drinking it. I forget which one I got. But that's basically what I would love to see a lot more when it comes to owning the club. And then the other one, again, was a cafe that our other ZOI owns. And you can have as many as there are available here, which I think there was 6, right? So 6 of them that you can own at a time. So pretty much all your ZOIs can have one except for 2. I'm pretty sure they'll expand this later down the road. It's already super cool that you can do this. You can decorate, add in whatever. You can have whatever type of business that you want. You can change what kind of business type it is. Again, you can have all these different types. So I am super excited for you guys to try this. Let me show you out here. When you manage your business, for instance, if I don't want her to come to work, then I'll just have her do management only. The only thing is, keep in mind when you're doing management only and you actually visit your establishment, or when you come to visit your establishment, I've noticed that there has been no one here, and then the employees would just pop up out of nowhere, so it doesn't operate like it operates on its own, but it's not like, I don't know. I feel like it's not simulated while you're doing other things or while your Zoe is out and about, but you still get profit. And honestly, I feel like it's a lot more profit than you being here at work. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be fixed and adjusted accordingly. And I really wish I could read these last two, but we're almost there for our stars. And then, of course, you can see how much profit I've made within the past 7 days. And you can see all your daily balances and how much you brought in, and just everything, your speed of service, satisfaction, how many guests have visited. And it does fluctuate, but I will say the higher stars you have, the more people you will see, or the more Zoes you'll see in your establishment. So it's really cool to see that you're able to see all of this at a glance. But like I said, you guys will be using this business tab a lot. It comes in handy. So right now we're gonna go ahead and I wonder if I can set up these tables. See, that's just a round table. So let me find, I want to show you some more of these features. Let's go ahead. She already has a criminal activity because I did try it on the low. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But let me show you guys. Let's check out Cafe Mar. And then I also want to check out the crime area so you guys can see that. And then the flower shop before I forget. But I don't know why she's just standing there. Let me just go to the bus. That's weird. So I think actually, I don't even know where it's at. We're close. Cafe Mar right here. There's hover walk. Oh, it's that way. This is Cafe Mar. I'd be forgetting. All right, let's see if we get place on the table. All right. Can I click fan play? I can click on her. See, so I'm not sure what that means, but it looks like it's business related. And she's like, I don't want to hear it. She's probably trying to scold her about business. Who knows? So I was really trying to just find a table so that I can show you guys interactions when you eat. Actually, I can show you that here. So whoever this is, I'm not sure. I'm just going to eat it. And then I'm going to click on this one. I'm just going to greet politely so you guys can see how it looks. This guy's in our way. So you can see them talking now while she's eating. And she'll stop and pause and then eat her food. And then actually, if you're standing, so like if he was eating, for instance, I can't play him, but like if he was eating, for instance, and I was eating, and then I was like, let's say I talk to him, they'll both stand up and then they'll talk and eat with their trays open, and then the trays will disappear, their food will disappear. So that's also a bug when their food disappears when they're talking while standing up. So keep that in mind as well. Just remember, they're going to be updating this, but I still like the fact that they can eat and talk at the exact same time. See, for some things they'll stand up and talk. He's like, I don't want to hear it. I think the things that are in Korean is business related. Is probably her trying to lecture him about work ethic or something. I wonder if they'll talk. Oh, see, so they're autonomously doing it right now. So I guess maybe you might see it here and there, but that definitely was not the case the past few days when I've tried it. Now we're going to go over to the Mysterious Employment Agency. We just got to the Mysterious Employment Agency. So we're going to go upstairs. So this is the job center employee. So you can interact with her about these different things. See, again, I have no idea what that means. I did before with her, and maybe because we completed a crime, maybe that might be what this is. Still won't tell me what it is. The interaction has to be business related about something. So you can click any of these, but from what I've realized, you mostly are going to be coming over here. So you're just going to be purchasing some general information about crime. And to be honest with you, I have no idea where it goes. So once the conditions are fulfilled, the initial interaction specifically tied to the crime becomes available. These will have the option to pickpocket the homeless, snatch snacks, lift money from a food stall, or grab a bag. Scammers can utilize their computers to commit gaming item fraud. Okay, let's try to do that. I'm going to use the computer now. Let's see what kind of criminal activities we can do. Oh, what is this? Someone visiting? What the heck? I think someone's visiting. This is Nemesis visit. Hold on. I want to see what this is. This must be new for sure. Oh, don't tell me that's with our sister. Oh no. Look, she's going. There ain't nothing over here. Oh, look, there's our nemesis. This is our nemesis? Who is he? Lance. Well, damn, bruh. Lance. Who is this dude? Ain't you one of our employees? Bruh, that's crazy how you're gonna come into my house and insult me like that. That's cool, though. At least they can come and you can do stuff like this. Gonna add all the actions. I like this nemesis visit. I'm not gonna lie. But you never know when they might return. Maybe try improving your relationship. No. Especially after that, how you just gonna come into my house and throw water at me? That's crazy. Bro, I was gonna use that computer. I was gonna use it. Use a laptop. Jeez. General action. So, I don't see anything crime related. Leave mean comment. Programming. Maybe we gotta... Bro, how do we do this stuff? Leave a mean comment. Post false info online. Does this build up our criminal skill? Let's see. It does! Oh, I see. Let's see if it goes up again. What is she doing? Post false information online. It did! We're gonna keep doing that. Leave mean comment. Actually, let's pop this out so we can see it rise. I'll put it like right here. We got crime level 1. Alright, so Jessica Abbott has achieved level 1 in crime. Could we perhaps start referring... Oh my gosh, we gotta say that. Zoe, as a Zoe with the interest of the dark side. You can now commit online fraud on a computer. You'll be able to swipe coins from a parking payment something. Oh, we can do crime now! We're gonna do this. The fact that I feel like people actually really do this in real life. That's crazy. I definitely want to expand more on this feature and see what all we can do. This girl is actually supposed to be a business owner to where she's not supposed to be doing stuff like this. But... hey, it can't be helped at this point. She's a hardcore criminal. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip it a little bit. Let's bring up our crime level till we actually get arrested so that we can see some of the judge court system and we'll go from there. So a police officer came. We actually just kicked the ATM machine and she's like, I'm not having it. Jessica Abbott is in pre-trial detention. It will be held in jail until a trial date. Oh, or probably we will be held. When the trial begins, it will automatically be transferred to court. You can check the trial through the schedule. So let's check the schedule. Did I get arrested again? I guess I did. Everything's probably getting caught up to me. They're like, bruh, you're not finna get away with nothing. I guess I was supposed to be arrested this so many times and I didn't. So the first time I actually got a fine. The next time I actually got arrested. Bruh, you cannot be withdrawn while it's underway. Alright. I don't know what's going on, but there seems to be a crazy bug here. Just delete all the notifications, see if that clears everything. I can't. Don't want me to do anything or move. This might be happening for a minute. I'm gonna skip this and I'll be back. So that message that appeared, it honestly just, it wouldn't stop. So now I'm able to control her and kind of move around and do different things. So that's nice that we can do that. Oh, look, there's a little crack in the wall. Ooh, we can dig through already. There's a heat warning. So because I want to get to the trial, I need to turn on all scheduled items again. Go right back. I don't know why my schedule is off. It said that I would be able to see the trial date in my schedule. I don't see it. So I guess what we'll do in the meantime, we'll go ahead and just let this play out. And it's crazy because she's still wearing her clothes. So maybe I'm not really arrested or maybe I am. The fact that you can still text while in here, crazy. Girl, can't you eat? Oh, no, you can't eat at certain times. All right, so we're finally getting released from jail right now. I gotta click on her. Get out of jail. All right, so we're out of jail now. So I guess we didn't have a trial date. I thought we were gonna get a trial date. I guess not. It's crazy how her value is rule abiding. Girl, you've been breaking all the rules. We don't even know who you is anymore. Let's take a look at our schedule. There's nothing on it. It's not even working. I wanted you guys to see at least most of this so that you know what to be aware of when this update comes out for you guys. I love the update so far. But you guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I would do a more fleshed out video on the crime and like trials later down the road. Right now, I think it's still buggy for me. So I think it needs a little bit more work before I can actually showcase it to you guys. But I think there is some other people from the INZOI community that have already done this. So feel free to find them and check them out. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.